In an absolutely shocking turn of events, the CW have yet another failure on their hands, following suit with the likes of Batwoman, Naomi. The CW's Gotham Knights has now been cancelled after just one season. And what's more embarrassing is the fact that they didn't even make it to a full season. They only made it to 13 episodes, and you may be wondering, why exactly is that, aside from it being complete dog shit? Well, that has something to do with the fact that from the very start, the ratings were in the toilet from episode 1, only bringing in 609,000 viewers, and by 11 episodes in, 360,000 people in the 0.04 demographic. And the majority of those who did watch it were old perverted men who can't get it up, and people who left the TV on while they went for a 45-minute long shit. And if you want to see how bad the ratings actually are, all you have to do is compare them to the likes of Naomi, which did about an average of 450,000 viewers, and then to Batwoman Season 3, which done around the same numbers. And if Gotham Knights is unable to compete with Batwoman Season 3, you must be doing something wrong. And that probably has something to do with the epitome of failing upwards, writers such as Natalie Abrams, the architect of such shows as Gotham Knights. And not only that, All-American 1 episode, Supergirl 1 episode, 50 episodes of Batwoman, that never got better, and 11 episodes of Gotham Knights. So it should be pretty obvious where exactly you're going wrong. But according to Deadline, the DC drama series will not return, thankfully, for a second season after being cancelled by the CW. The first and now final season of Gotham Knights is expected to consist of 13 episodes, again, half a season, with episode 12, City of Owls, expected to air on the network on June 20th, because they've decided to take multiple weeks off and wonder why they've lost an audience. While Gotham Knights was cancelled, 2 other scripted shows, Superman and Lois and All-American Homecoming, have been renewed for additional seasons at a reduced budget because the CW makes no money. We love all those shows and they all do very well for us in different ways. Well, not Gotham Knights, said the CW's entertainment president Brad Schwartz in May, prior to the cancellation, regarding Superman and Lois, All-American Homecoming, and Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights stars Misha Collins as Harvey Dent, and a bunch of other people that I can't quite remember their names, because they don't quite have a character, because we have terrible writers like Natalie Abrams. But Gotham Knights is the latest in a long line of shows cancelled by the CW because nobody cares to watch them because they're all terrible, with the most recently axed being The Winchesters, Kung Fu, and Walker Independence. As for the CW's DC-based shows, The Flash, which was the network's longest-running Arrowverse series, recently aired its series finale after 9 seasons. In 2022, The Flash was one of only 2 Arrowverse shows renewed for additional seasons, the other being Superman and Lois. Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow were officially cancelled, leaving Gotham Knights and Naomi as the only other DC shows on the network at the time, though Naomi was later cancelled after, once again, half a season. So it seems to me that the Arrowverse is finally dead, and we can all rest and be thankful we no longer have to put up with this absolute shite. Which has obviously upset about 3 people as Gotham Knights fans mourn the CW's latest cancellation, as they call it something special. Following the cancellation of Gotham Knights after just 1 season, half a season, fans took to social media to express their disappointment. And I got to admit, if people are upset and disappointed at the cancellation out of all shows, Gotham Knights, then we as the human species are pretty much doomed, although there is only 3 or 4 fans, so we'll probably be fine. But one Twitter user who pretends to like the show says, shout out to Gotham Knights, all the odds were against it. I mean, when you hire someone like Natalie Abrams, yeah, probably do that. Bad blood from past cancellations, they were all terrible as well. Small budget, yeah, it looks terrible. Lack of big name characters, not necessarily. The entire internet hated it before seeing a single episode. You're right, I did, and I was proved right once again. And yet turned into something kinda special. Turned into a good show.
Fuck off.
Another known as Queerbait Scholar Trademark, that's quite a name. I think it's very telling that the CW, now under more conservative ownership, don't think it is, cancelled Gotham Knights, a diverse show with beautiful queer representation, including a deeply personal lesbian coming out and stunning trans representation during Pride Month, but picked up a Jesus show. Fuck them. And already you can tell why people like the show. It's for very shallow reasons. I didn't see any mention of the writing, the characters. It was just representation. That's all that matters. We had a lesbian and it was all manufactured and there was nothing natural or compelling about it. It was just, we're the CW and we want a couple of lesbians. That was the only thought put into it, but I guess that works for very shallow people. Another says, I say this not as a reporter but as a loving wife. Natalie Abrams and everyone involved with Gotham Knights poured their hearts into the show. They definitely didn't. To cancel a show that has so importantly portrayed the T in Alphabet during Pride Month just sucks. I mean, that's what happens when your ratings are in the toilet. They get cancelled. And continuing the trend, another says Gotham Knights just aired an episode with a sapphic kiss and has trans representation on screen and behind the scenes. To cancel this beautifully inclusive show during Pride Month is definitely a choice. It definitely is a choice. The CW needs to make money, as all businesses do. And Misha Collins has also spoken about the fate of the show, saying it's been kind of gratifying to see the extent to which our 3 or 4 fans have organically rallied around the cause of preserving the show. Collins has been impressed with the dedication of viewers, saying other than crossing our fingers and hoping that a decision that a second season is greenlit is made by the powers that be, we haven't really been beating the drum about that particular cause, so it's been really lovely to see the 3 or 4 fans rallying to save Gotham Knights and to find that we, actors on the show, are kind of hitching our wagons to their horses. And to that I say, please just let it die, move on. It's done no favours for your career whatsoever. It's the end of an era for the CW's DC-based shows, and there's really nothing else to do but celebrate its demise.